we're gonna talk about Trump. But before we get into Trump, pause. There's another black woman. She's telling y'all need to wake up. She's saying y'all need to wake the fuck up. And she's gonna explain why y'all need to wake up. All right. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's rock out.
Listen, folks, at this point, you can tell that there is some type of psychotic spirit that has taken over our country. Folks are mad that the president is doing what a president is supposed to do. You can tell that we haven't had real leadership because when real leadership comes along, folks don't know how to handle it. A president's job is to protect his country from foreign and domestic threats. A president's job is to make sure the country is profitable. The president's job is to make sure its country's citizens can live in peace and prosperity. That's what our president is doing. But because we haven't had leadership in so long, people don't know how to handle this. I believe this thing really started. I know it started in the 60s when they had already had the plan to destroy America. But Barack Obama, y'all, he did a number on this country. He used the black man's mannerisms to charm the world. He learned the coolness of the black man. I'm telling you, he learned how to speak eloquently. He came with speeches about hope and change and captivated the world. And right in front of our eyes, blindly, we saw this man usher in all kind of abominations. And then Joe and Kamala patted these abominations on the back. Now we got boys really thinking they can be girls and girls thinking they can be boys. Now we have kids using kitty litter in the school because they identify as animals and that's how they use the restrooms.
That was a real thing. When I reacted to that video of that Caucasian woman, the caucus of the caucus, I thought that was a fake video. I thought she was trolling. That's a real thing, dog. That's a real thing. They really got kids out here thinking that they cats and bringing kitty litters and shit, taking their kids to the actual fucking vet. Oh, man. Dog, what?
We have kids being castrated at an early age by psychotic parents and doctors. And we have crazy people in the schools indoctrinating children. This is where we are. I don't know if we'll ever be able to recover, guys. This is how bad this is. And they are fighting the president on every front as he's trying to fix this country in its psychotic thinking. They are fighting him. Satan is taking over, and the people want to follow Satan. Not all, but a lot. This thing is crazy. I am watching lunatics. Look at the judges. Ketanji Brown does not know what a woman is. Where are we? Look at those liberal judges on that. Listen, y'all, we have to pray. Common sense is gone. And because of this satanic agenda, people are losing their minds.
So real quick, that's exactly why Trump had to do what he had to do. Like, nah, ain't no man going in the women's bathroom. No, we're going to dress you as you are. You ain't know if you a man and you dress up as a woman. No, you still a man. Excuse me. And if you a woman trying to dress up as a man, no, you still a woman. No, we ain't doing that. No man should be in women's sports because to this day, I'm still trying to understand it. And can somebody help me? Why is it that it's only the transgender women are the ones that's going into women's sports? But I do not see any women who want to be men going into men's sports. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one situation where a woman who wants to be a man or who thinks that she's a man decided to go into the NBA or to the NFL. I have yet to see it. Now, I have seen some girls play football or whatever the case may be on some kicker shit. I'm talking about quarterback, running back, lineman, linebacker, safety, receiver type shit. We ain't seen that. We ain't seen it. And I haven't seen it yet. And if there is a situation, somebody need to let me know what it is, because I ain't seen it. Because I haven't seen a woman wanting to be a man get into the boxing ring with another man. I hadn't seen it. Talking about I'm a man, but okay, but let me see you get into these man sports. The last time I seen an actual woman live life as a man, she offed herself 2 years after that. Once she realized how hard it is to actually be a fucking man, she offed herself. Because she understood. She did a whole documentary on. I have to go for. I forgot her name, but she did a whole documentary on her life. She said she wanted to see what the man's life was like, so she operated like a man, and she understood and realized, like, bro, these dudes go through a fucking lot. They go through a lot. The shit that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. She offed herself 2 years after that. So that lets you know her mental capacity could not handle what it is that a man goes through. And your average woman can't handle that. That's why we always say men stay in the men's place, women stay in the women's place. There's no reason for men to be in women's sports. There's no reason for men to be going into women's bathrooms. For no reason. Because again, I have not seen a woman going to a man's bathroom when she claims to be a man. I have not seen it. I haven't seen it. So yes, Trump came back in. He's like, look, we need to restore this shit. We need to restore this masculinity, because what Obama has done, what Biden has done, and all that shit, and all these laws and shit talking about, you're gonna go to jail if you mispronounce my pronouns. Like, man, fuck you. No, I'm not engaging into your delusion. No. I'm not engaging into your delusion. Absolutely not. You can walk around and say, oh, bro, call me a cat. I'm a cat. Address me as cat. I ain't address you as nothing. I'm address you as what you are, an idiot. Want me to address you as something? Yup, you an idiot. That's exactly what I'm going to address you as. A delusional idiot. 100%.
They have a chant that says, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. This all, I'm telling you, Obama used the black man mannerisms to captivate the world.
Yep.
And he turned the whole country over to Satan when he lit that White House up with the abominations that they used, the colors that they used for an abomination that they took, that is God's covenant. That's how you know this whole thing is against Christianity. It's against God, which Christianity came from the Roman Catholic Church. What it is against Jesus's teachings. Wake up. Wake up. They're castrating children. Do y'all not understand this?
Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. They don't want to take heed. They don't want to listen. They want to do what they want to do. They think they can make the decision that they want to make. They think that they can be men. They think that they can be women when they're actually men. They think they can be men when they're actually women. They think they can go into girls' bathrooms. I'm telling you, the devil is working, boy. The devil is working. The devil is working, and they doing everything they possibly can to try to paint Trump as the bad guy. They trying to paint the orange man as a bad guy, and I'm telling you, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it. Because every little thing, because I have yet to see anybody hold Biden accountable for any fucking thing. People are just now starting to wake up to the fact that Obama ain't do shit. They are just waking up to find out. But because everybody was so hell bent on, oh my God, it's a black president. Man, we coming up. Man, we up. It's up, bro. We up. Man, you can't tell me nothing now. And y'all still in the same position that y'all been in since 2008. Like, what we talking about right now? What you mean working on my format screen? What you mean? What's going on? Is it frozen? Is the screen frozen? So what you talking about? So you lost. So you lost because you ain't paying attention. You talking about a format or some shit like that. Listen, bro, before you come talk to me, put your actual face on your profile picture, bro. I ain't acknowledging no more of your comments. If you ain't got no profile picture, I'm not acknowledging your comments at all. You done. I'm not acknowledging you. John fire. John fire. John fire. Sun fire. John fire. Y'all crazy here, boy. Y'all crazy here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Speaking of Trump, Trump just recently said that he wants to pay $2,000 to citizens due to tariffs, the revenue from the tariffs that he placed on other countries. Ooh-wee. So let's get into that. And then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Listen, if I can't crack my own self up, bro, they also to crack everybody else up. Hold on, give me a second.
$1,000 from revenue generated by his global tariffs. The potential plan, part of Trump's defense on keeping the tariffs in play as the Supreme Court decides whether or not they're constitutional. The tariffs were ordered by the president without legislative approval under the 1970s Emergency Powers Act. President Trump says the payment would only be sent to families who don't earn high incomes. The Supreme Court still has
translation. Don't earn high income, meaning $100,000 or more,
to decide if the tariffs are constitutional.
President Trump has pardoned a long list of his allies involved in efforts to overturn the 2020 election. They include his attorney, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, each of them charged with election interference in Georgia. The president saying that they will, quote, receive a full, complete, unconditional pardon, though the move might be more symbolic since presidential pardons only apply to federal charges, not state or local. We're learning more about the arrest of one of Arizona's most wanted fugitives.
Okay, so let's move on to this next one. Let's get some more information on it.
The White House says President Trump is committed to sending most Americans a $2,000 tariff dividend check. Trump proposed the policy on social media, saying dividends would be paid to everyone except, quote, high-income people. Earlier this week, the Treasury Secretary cast doubt on the payments, saying dividends may come in lots of forms. Now the White House says the president has made clear he wants the payments to happen, and his team of economic advisors are looking into it. Business reporter Alexis Christoforous is here for more on that. So, Alexis, who would be eligible for this payment, and how would it work?
Great questions. We don't know. We just don't know in short. They're very short here on details. We know that President Trump has said he wants these checks to go to high income earners. What do they define as high income earners? We don't know.
Everyone but high income earners, right?
Everybody but, yes. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, everybody but high income earners. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was on ABC News, and he said, look, this can take many different forms. He said maybe it would take the form of a tax cut. It's hard to really equate a dividend check with a tax cut, but the White House says they're exploring all legal options to get this done, and we do not have a timeline. We also don't know, would these
It's a
checks be
good
going
question,
to just
y'all.
adults
Don't
or to
fire off.
children? Are they going to
Good
all
question.
Americans? Lots of questions.
A policy expert at the Tax Foundation estimates that this would cost $300 billion. The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget says about
Somebody can do something with that
$600
2K, bro.
billion. The Treasury Department says President Trump's tariffs have yielded about $195 billion in revenue. So how is this math working out?
It's not working out, in short. I mean, but you're right. The Tax Foundation did do the math on this. What they did is they took 150 million adult recipients if we're using $100,000 as what defines a high income earner. So those earning less than $100,000 a year would be 150 million adults. If you times that by the 2,000 checks, you get $300 billion, which is more than the government has taken in these tariffs. So again, we don't know what form this will take. If it's going to happen at all, it would need congressional approval. And it's also not the first time the president has promised these checks. Remember when Elon Musk headed up the Doge department within the government and was cutting federal workers? He said, oh, all of the money we're saving from there can be given back to Americans. And we see that never happen. So in short, don't run out and spend $2,000 on your credit card thinking you're getting it from the government, because we don't know yet.
All right. The U.S. Mint also made its final penny this week.
Yes.
So what does no more pennies in circulation mean for shoppers and for businesses?
After 232 years of production, no more pennies being made now, but there are still 250 billion of them in circulation. So pennies are not going away. What this means for restaurants, for retailers, for us when we shop is you can still use it. It's still legal tender, but most places will be rounding up to the closest nickel. By the way, it takes about 3.7 cents to make 1 penny. So obviously a lot more than the face value of a penny.
But the nickel, same thing, right? It costs more to make a nickel,
more, right? So
more than 5 cents.
Perhaps that's the next coin to go away.
All right, we'll be watching. Alexis, thank you.
So, don't start spending your 2K or running your money up. Don't start doing any of that shit yet. Nothing has been passed yet. No legislation has been passed yet. They're still trying to finalize. Nothing has been finalized overall. So if anything was to pop off, it probably wouldn't happen until 2026 anyway. So, but hey, maybe that's something to look forward to. Even though I still believe that most people who gonna get that 2K, they're gonna blow it on some stupid shit anyway. That's why we don't do that in the Earn Not Giving community. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link. It's in the description. But a lot of people aren't gonna do anything with that 2K anyway. They're gonna do the same thing that they did with the stimulus checks. They're gonna go and blow it. They're gonna have seafood broils. They're gonna splurge for the moment, go and buy some shit that they definitely don't need. And then they're gonna be right back to square one talking about where my reparations at. So so it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But like I said, don't just wait on it. Just sit back, pay attention to what's going on. Don't make any sudden moves yet. Again, nothing has been passed, so until things are approved and guaranteed, just take it with a grain of salt. But hey, Trump has been a man of his word so far. So who knows? You might be getting it. So if you make under $100,000 a year, you may be getting you an extra $2,000. You definitely might be. Definitely might be. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Hold on, let me put this Patreon link in here too. Let me make sure I do that real quick before I forget. What is that? Okay, here we go. Let me put this Patreon link in the comments so y'all can make sure y'all go tap into. I don't know how many YouTube creators we got watching right now, or people who are under 1,000 subscribers. But if you are a YouTube creator and you are under 1,000 subscribers, or better yet, under 500 subscribers, you're trying to figure out how to get to 1,000 subscribers, tap into the Patreon. I got a whole entire video on how to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. So you definitely want to tap into it. Also, I have an ebook called Earn While You Save, where for those people who still have a 9-to-5 job and you're still trying to figure out how to make your money work for you, and your money can grow while you're still working, and learning how to invest your money properly without using a traditional bank account, and you can use a brokerage account so your money can actually work for you. Listen, I break that down for you. I break that down for you in my ebook, which is also on the Patreon.